We got to switch to the gears, though. I want to get to what's happening here also in New York. This is in Nassau County. You've got the president. He's arriving here any moment now. This is at JVN right now, and he's getting ready to board a plane. He'll be coming out to Nassau County. He's going to be there to tout some new numbers that we have on crime and the sharp declines that we're seeing nationally with violent crime and murder. He's also going to be joined by the gubernatorial Republican candidate, which is Bruce Blakeman, huge supporter of law enforcement. So we'll wait to hear these numbers. But what I'm looking at is an 18% drop in murder and non-negligent manslaughter, 18-point drop in robberies, 7% drop in rapes, 7% drop in assaults going back to 2025. So, I mean, this is historic numbers since they've been able to track this. Ben, I want to bring you into the conversation. I mean, how important is it that the president, as well as Bruce Blakeman, get this message out there today alongside the FBI Director Kash Patel?
Well, it's vital because ultimately this is in part a reflection of the fact that you've had the full force of the federal government brought to bear in the far too many progressive jurisdictions where pro-crime prosecutors and other officials have incentivized and helped fuel far too many crimes in the last several years. I'm thinking of the Soros prosecutors effectively here. So I think what you're going to see ultimately is a message that is about the pocketbook issues, which includes obviously having a dynamic and vibrant economy, lowering taxes, and then of course safe streets, and that includes ending the sanctuary policies in states like New York and ensuring ultimately that law enforcement has the resources and the political support that it needs to keep the citizens, and I emphasize the citizens of New York, safe. And so I think that is going to be the cohesive message that we're going to hear from the president and the Nassau County executive, who's, by the way, running pretty close, according to the polls, to Hochul, closer, I think, than was her last opponent in the gubernatorial race.
And that's where I want to bring in John Chell. You look at how close this, as we continue to watch here, Joint Base Andrews, this is President Trump on his way here to New York and Nassau County. But, I mean, you look at how close this race now is. And at one point, it wasn't that way. You had the New York Governor, Kathy Hochul, who had quite a distant lead now. But you've got now Bruce Blakeman closing that gap. Why do you think that is?
Well, this is all about public safety, and people are really start paying attention a month before the primary. So he's within, this poll right in front of us, 3 points, some say 10 points. He's within striking distance. I think this is going to come down to really public safety. Yeah. The Democrats are not for public safety the way the Republicans are. And back to our last conversation, crime is down, but we're talking bail reform numbers. This is the new norm. There is still 30,000 more victims post-bail reform from 2020. So it's down from this new trend, but we shouldn't be here in the first place. So this will be a fight about public safety and immigration in terms of illegal immigrants who commit crimes getting removed from our country. And this is why he's getting closer on this.